Yo, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Some families, they don't heal at all. Mine is like definitely one of them. Man, we gonna avoid, avoid, avoid. That ain't happened. It ain't you. It wasn't me. You're crazy. So if your family is like that, what will begin to happen? It seems like roles start getting assigned out, right? It'd be like that person's the scapegoat. That person is the high achiever. It's things like that. So what we're doing, locked in. We're gonna be talking about what happens when your family doesn't want to heal and what kind of roles get assigned.
Mind on stranger things, shadows sitting in my same thoughts when they never blame. Hold tilted out of sync, yoga mats and burning sage, chasing life from page to page. Kundalini up my spine, medics twisting up my mind. I went hungry, I went hollow, lost a day, afraid of more on the floor. Blood on my knees, asking what you want from me. I woke up in the ruins of my life, everything broken, but I still shine. Torn from my family, out in the cold. They stole my heart, they can't touch my soul. I woke up in the ruins, but I see every scar that they left turned to keys. I woke up in the ruins of my love, and somehow I survived. Feeling on the paper, target on my back, beating to the colors, faded black. Cheated, left for dead twice. Thrown from a bar like I was ice. Whispers in the bloodline, gossip in their eyes. Binary love, on and off lies. No house, no hand, just the dark and the dirt. But I learned how to listen to the
I was asked a great question the other day when I was doing my normal routine family rant, which that's what I often do. Is I'll be the person that's complaining, but I was asked what is the purpose behind my complaining, and what is the results that I received, which was I got blocked by everybody, and what needs to change. So that was a very great question, and so my purpose is still the same. I desire for my family to be a good unit because without a proper family unit, you cannot have a good community. Without a good community, you cannot have a good city. Without a good city, you cannot have a good state. So it starts in the household. These are roles, right, that get assigned. It's not academics. This isn't a scholar thing. These are just given to stabilize a family. So whether it's doing well or doing bad, these roles are given out normally to keep the system in place. Those roles are scapegoat,
This old black sheep looking.
right?
Da, da,
Hero,
da, da, looking at.
the mascot,
Mom said so.
the lost child, the caretaker.
I'm fine.
These roles are given out, and they can vary. You can fluctuate in between them, but these are the roles that are given out to keep the family unit stabilized. Everybody's solving a problem, but nobody is actually healing when assigned to these roles. All right, this is the part where it's going to get a little bit more heated, a little bit more tricky, sticky. So stick tuned. By the way, subscribe if you would. Please hit the like button, hit the share button, and leave a comment in the comment section if you would. If you're just down here watching and doing nothing, you know what? Doing nothing is like what? It's like being dead. We don't tolerate that here. So if you would subscribe, please. Now, here's the part where it gets uncomfortable. We are how does this dynamic get made up of? Well, it's simple. This exists because one thing. The Bible says that when you have a disagreement with your brother or sister, that you should pull that brother aside and talk to them one on one. If they don't want to listen, then you are to go get some other people to listen who are of wise character and have them judge the matter. That's where this comes into play, right? Two people in a family getting the issue, they pull in a third. Let's say it's a child and the mother, they're having issues. What do? They're going to go get dad. Let's say it's a husband and wife. What do? They're going to go get the in-law, or they're going to, or get a let's say a valued uncle or friend. So it's when you pull in another person that these dynamics become into play, right? So parents are struggling at home. What do? The kid acts out. Now they're going to go and the kid becomes the main focus. Two parents looking at the kid. So the problem isn't the loudest person. It's the system that's needed to be that causes the person to be loud, right? So our strength, it came with a cost, all right? And I've seen this time after time after time in my own life. Let me know if y'all seen this in y'all's, right? Anytime you have strength, though, it comes with a cost. You got to not make the family look bad. So you got to keep it in. Don't tell everybody family business. You have to not make the family look bad. So you have to don't say that. We don't do that here. Or if there's a traumatic event, sometimes we don't even talk about that. So what happens naturally when that person comes along and they say the truth? What just happened? Well, they didn't say the truth. They were just disrespectful. That's where my favorite Bible verse. Look, you can tell I've been doing this a long time. I've been that problem a long time. This is where I would always hear, "Thou shalt honor thy mother." But look, mom's is straight dead wrong. You know what I mean? Like it's like 12 o'clock. I would like breakfast, and mom's, not even getting with the program. So that bothers me. So yeah, I called my papa up. Hey, papa, I'm hungry. I want some breakfast. Mom ain't wanting to cook nothing. She likes to wake up at 1. I still got that bad habit. I still be requiring people to wake up. My friends get on to me about that all the time. But it's like, look, if breakfast stopped serving at McDonald's at 10:30, so you gotta stop. Like you should be up by then. Now, again, telling the truth, yeah, it could be. Maybe it's funny then in the McDonald's sense, but it's not funny in the family dynamics. They don't like it. We don't like the truth. Why? Because it questions the system that was built to protect us. It breaks up the family unit. It makes us not look as strong. But in fact, again, the truth is needed, though. Just saying. Okay, listen, don't run off on me, all right? Matter of fact, while I'm talking right now, real quick, hit the subscribe button for me one time. Trying to get up to 50 subscribers this week, all right? We're trying to get to 50 this week. Now, don't run off. In fact, this will count as your church credit right here. You can take this to your church when you show up next year for Easter and say, look, I've been going, Pastor, I've been going, right? I'm gonna give you some biblical examples of these roles, right? So this was even in the Bible time. There was a guy named Joseph. He was betrayed by his brothers, beat up, thrown into slavery, right? He was even portrayed. He was the favorite. He had the best coat. His dad loved him the most. He had the nicest pair of J's. His dad loved him that much. So what did his brothers do? Beat him up, throw him in the ditch because they ain't like him. Family dynamics. Prodigal son, right? You had two roles. But the same misunderstanding, right? You had the two prodigal sons, or you had the prodigal son with the son that stayed at home and did absolutely nothing, which I always, not gonna go too much into preaching. And then you have the father. That's three people, right? Two people that have brought in another one to solve an issue. Then you had even Jesus himself. He was a disruptor of systems. Everything about Jesus was disrupting. That's not my mother. That's not my father. These are my brothers. These are my sisters. He was so focused. He was locked in, right? And so imagine saying that this day and age. Boy, you'll be vilified if you're in the Black community. You cannot say anything bad about your parents, even though your parents, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Like you can't say anything bad. So even in the biblical time, there was these issues, right? Truth doesn't just reveal God. It reveals what people are trying to hide. So this is the part where I would like to ask y'all for help as well. If you join in with me, first off, please hit the subscribe button if you don't mind. We're trying to get 50 subscribers by the end of this week. Now, this is the part where I'm needing to overcome. This is the part where most people fail. This is the part where most time in my life I have failed. This is where God is challenging me to overcome, and this is where I'm going to bring it to y'all to see if anybody else is struggling to overcome it as well, right? So it's not attacking our family. Anything that I'll be saying and will say, or that's a big point I want to stress. This is not attacking our family because that would defeat the purpose of what we're doing. Now, have I been known to use like extreme measures to get, my family to join in? Absolutely. But again, trying to work on that. So here's the point where we're at. So we got to recognize the roles first, right? We got to recognize them. If you don't, you'll keep on performing it. If you don't know that you're a slave, you'll keep being a slave. If you don't know that you're tap dancing, then you don't know, you'll keep tap dancing, right? So we got to recognize it like, man, I'm tap dancing for these people and it's getting tired. Man, I'm an enabler and I'll stop it. Or man, I'm unloving. I need to be more loving. Or man, I don't check on them. I need to check on them, right? This is where you stop it. This is where you can stop it. So stop over explaining. Let's see, stop over explaining. So it's saying here that our logic cannot get ourselves out of these roles, right? Because people are benefiting off of it. People are benefiting off of it. So if I got the golden goose, I'm not gonna let it go. I'm gonna keep on pimping it out. That's how you gotta look at it, right? Because it keeps the system going. So even with my daughter, as I see her, sometimes I can see her avoiding a little bit because of our family dynamics and our roles. I can see her becoming distant. Now I can allow her to keep doing that. Why? It benefits me, right? Well, who wouldn't want to benefit from peace and quiet? Who wouldn't want to benefit from not having to really do anything if I just keep letting her go and drift off? No, I gotta put my big boy pants on. And I gotta go attack her because when you go talk to her, she's like a little bear. She's a teenager now, and she's just, all right, get out my room. But I still gotta go and check. Now, same thing. So we have to go and we have to break these roles, right? We can't fit into them because we benefit from them. Otherwise, we gotta break these roles because we have to realize that people benefit from them. So it's gonna be a fight to get out of there. So don't be afraid of a little opposition. Build internal stability. This is where I struggle with. And again, maybe y'all can join in and help me. Leave some comments in the comment box, some tips and suggestions. I'm not coming to you as a teacher and instructor. I'm coming to you as a peer and a friend. And We're just like reading and journaling together. So build internal stability. This is where every drug usage in my life, pretty much, my history, it came from weak internal stability because of my family dynamics. My family is not really, nobody drinks really. It has any severe drug issues. It's just me. But that's because ever since like third grade, second grade, my mom would always just like continuously, she wouldn't let me take more than $5 to school because what are you doing that for? You're taking money for drugs. Like, oh, no, I'm taking it for airheads. You know, come home with, because I used to love playing outside, come home with my eyes burning from allergies. Oh, what are you doing smoking weed? And it's just like so much worry and so much stress, and it would just be thrown on me. And then it got to the point where it's just like, pump it, I will use. And then it gets to the point where like, man, nobody even like comes and talks to me anyway. I've never received assurance. I've never received compliments. I've never received a good job. I've always been like, even really made to quit stuff because it didn't fit the family system and role. I had to quit because it broke the system. So I never was even really given a chance to express my talents. Even as I do this podcast, I get backlash. Like I get told I'm gonna get sued and you can't do this. So what do? I'll get weak and I'll go and I'll use. And that's where you gotta have I'm encouraging y'all and I'm encouraging myself to have a good, strong internal stability. So what it does, it allows freedom and allows better understanding. And there we go. And that's how we basically go from needing them to free us out of it to not needing them. We'll free ourselves out of it. But that's how we get out of these family roles. That's how we stay locked in. Let's get it. So this week, no, you know what, family? You will not get your daily text messages of me cussing y'all out and going off on y'all about y'all's wrongdoings and my wrongdoings. I'm gonna just not perform my role anymore. I'm done. I'm out. And that's what I would encourage y'all to do. Stop in doing your role. Stop doing the version of you that you expect. Pause and just self-reflect and watch what happens and see. It will make the system go crazy. But as far as anything else, you know what? I'm done. I'm gonna do what everybody else loves to do, and what I'm learning to do. I'm gonna protect my peace, and I'm gonna do my boundary up. But I'm not encouraging family dysfunction, but I just can't fake it no more. Just personal testimony. Don't hit me up for no barbecues. I wasn't being hit up anyway. Don't hit me up for Thanksgiving. Wasn't being hit up anyway. Don't hit me up for Christmas. Wasn't being hit up anyway. So what I'm gonna do? I'll just remove myself. And it's sad. It sucks. But until change is given, you know what, and respect is given, I don't see any other way. This is the way I can see myself overcoming my family hurdle. Because truth be told, this is my enemy in my life. And it shouldn't be family, but it is. It's like, man, our family should be our biggest supporters. It should be our incubators, especially knowing how they were raised, which we're going to be talking about that more down the line this week too. We're not going to just be talking about family roles. We're going to be talking about how they applied in each generation too. And we even talk about how they apply in the Black and African American culture. So we're locked in right now, though. That's the challenge this week. Remove yourself. Don't do the role that they expect, and just watch what happens. Stay locked in.